Hi there, preschool friends. It's so good to see everyone today. Look what Mrs. Seifert is today. Do you recognize this place? I'm at our classroom today. I thought it would be so special for us to see it again. I know it's definitely just not the same at all without my special friends here with me. It makes me sad to be in here all alone, but I know that you are with me always, and I'm always with you. So I thought you'd love to be in our classroom again today for our special lesson. So I'm going to move my computer here so you can see me really well. All right, we got our froggy friend behind us. Do you remember him? Here's our Mr. Froggy. He is dressed for a rainy day today, isn't he? Ooh, thankfully it's not raining outside today, but this week we're going to be learning all about the weather, specifically springtime weather. And it's a beautiful spring day outside today. I hope you were able to be outside and play and enjoy it. Well, I want us to take a look at our friend Froggy up here. He is wearing a raincoat that keeps him very nice and warm and dry from the rainy days. And he has an umbrella and some good pants. And sometimes we wear rain boots, don't we? Wow, he looks ready for a rainy spring day. Springtime is the season we're into this time of year, preschool friends. And this time of year, there's usually a lot of rain, and the rain makes the flowers grow. So we're going to be learning a lot about raindrops this week, and umbrellas, and all different kinds of weather. It's going to be so fun. Let's jump right in. So first, I have a fun book to start our unit this week. This book is called There Once Was a Raindrop. I'm going to move a little closer so you can see the pictures really well. There once was a raindrop. It's raining. Rain is made up of lots of tiny drops of water. Look at all of the rain. They're getting wet. My teacher says each raindrop is part of the water cycle. What's a water cycle? Let's find out. When a raindrop falls to the ground, it sinks into the earth and makes it wet and muddy. Do you friends ever get muddy outside after the rain? Or do you see puddles and like to hop in them? I know I like to do that. Or it stays on the surface and forms puddles, just like what we talked about. This water flows into drains and streams. These are like what we see on a street, preschool friends. Or it drips under the ground. The drains and streams flow into the lakes and the oceans. But that's not the end of the story. The sun warms the surface of the ocean. The warmer water turns into water vapor. That's kind of like mist, preschool friends, like clouds, like mist. And that rises into the air. This is called evaporation. Oh, that's a big word. Can you try to say it, preschool friends? Evaporation. Good job. That's when we get the water turning into clouds from the hot air in the summertime. You can't see water vapor, but it's all around us. It's in the air. It's all around us in the air. And in the sky, that's what clouds are. They're like vapors of water. That's how our wet clothes get dry. And that's where the water in the bathtub goes, or in the bird bath goes. Sometimes if we fill it up, by the next day it's already gone. That's because the sun heated it up and turned it into water vapor that rose up in the sky. The water vapor rises high into the sky. As it gets higher, it cools down. The cool air turns the water vapor back into tiny droplets of water. These tiny droplets form the clouds that we see. The same thing happens to the water vapor in your breath on a cold day. Do you remember this past winter, preschool friends, when it was really cold outside and we'd go and play outside? If we breathed out, we would see our breath, right? That's what water vapor is, exactly like that. We can't see it in the summertime though because it's too warm. The droplets of water in the clouds get bigger and heavier. What's happening to the clouds, preschool friends? They're turning gray. When a cloud turns gray or black, that means it's full of rain and ready to splash out. When the clouds become too heavy to stay in when the rain becomes too heavy to stay in the clouds, it falls to the ground. Oh, look at the poor bird. He's saying, not again. If the air is really cold, the drops of water freeze and fall as a snowflake or hailstones. Ouch. That's like little balls of ice. Those happen sometimes too. Sometimes too much rain falls, and sometimes there's not enough rain. And sometimes the rainfall is just right. What did it make in the sky, preschool friends? A rainbow. Oh, they're Mrs. Seifert's favorite. And they always remind us of God's promise to us that He loves us so much and will always keep us safe. Every drop of water on our planet is recycled over and over again. Recycled means it's reused, preschool friends. That means it's used again. That's why it's called the water cycle. Remember last week how we learned about the life cycle of a chicken and how it made a circle? We learned that cycle and the word circle has the same sound, so it makes a circle. Can you write a circle with me? Good job. That's the same thing as the water cycle. Look at it, has the little arrows just like our chicken life cycle had. First, it's a raindrop. It falls to the sky or falls to the ground. Then it fills up in the oceans and the lakes. And then the sun shines and evaporates some of that water off of the ocean and into the sky. Then the clouds fill up with all that water and then they rain again. And it happens all over again. Isn't that an amazing system God made for us so that we can always keep the earth nice and wet with rain? Then it always gets what it needs, right? Good job. Well, I have a fun little thing up on my board here. Look at it, it says types of weather, all about the weather. Preschool friends, this week we are going to be learning a lot of awesome weather words. Check this out. First, we're going to look at weather words. These are words that we use when we're describing the weather. Like if you look outside your window right now, can you use a weather word to tell me what it's like outside? Oh, good job. Sunny, I see the sunshine. Sunny is a weather word. Look at, you see the sun shining? It's so nice. So that's a weather word we're going to learn a lot about. Sometimes there's clouds. We call that cloudy. Cloudy is a weather word. These are all words we can use to tell us what the day is like today. Uh-oh, I see an umbrella. This looks like a rainy day, right? Rainy day. Oh, what is this? I see some lightning bolts. This is a stormy day, preschool friends. We're going to learn about those too. Uh-oh, I hope we don't see any more of this year. Snowy days. We might, you never know. Oh, look at this. I see some leaves. They're blowing all around. This is a windy day. Windy day. And this is a special day when we have the sun and the clouds out, both at the same time. We call that partly cloudy. That means there's parts of clouds and the other part is sun. Good job. Now we're going to learn about types of weather. There's all different types of weather that happen in our world. Some of it happens where we live, but some of it never happens where we live because we just don't get that kind of weather. We'll learn about that. So there are some places in our world that get weather like this. Oh my goodness, it's a snowstorm. We call that a blizzard. A blizzard. Look at the cars are full of snow. We get this kind of weather in the winter time here in Illinois, don't we? But if Mrs. Seifert went to Florida, would Florida ever get a blizzard? Would you ever see a blizzard like this on the beach in Florida, preschool friends? No, that's right. Florida never sees blizzards because they are warm. Where they live, it's just too warm to get that much snow. But Florida does get a kind of weather that's this. Look at the palm trees. They're blowing back and forth. This, my friends, is a hurricane. Have you ever heard of a hurricane before? Can you make a spiral with your hands? This is what a hurricane does. It goes really fast and really hard all around in the ocean like a big circle, and it makes a lot of wind and a lot of rain. But you have to live by the ocean to have a hurricane. So in Illinois, we don't live by the ocean, so we would never get this kind of weather. So only if you live by the ocean you get that. Next is, what happened to this land, friends? It looks like a desert. It's called a drought. A drought means that it's not raining for a long time and the ground dries out. So this place needs some rain. Sometimes that can happen here, especially in the summer. Sometimes we don't get as much rain in the summer as we probably should. And then the ground can start to dry out and the grass can start to turn yellow. But then when we get rain, it gets better again. We talked a little bit about this one in our story. This is hail. They're little chunks of ice, almost like ice cubes falling from the sky. This happens when there's a big thunderstorm. We get this sometimes, not very often though. But when we do, where's the safe place? Every house has a safe place for a storm, and we're going to talk about that this week too. All right, our final two. A windstorm and an ice storm. A windstorm, preschool friends, is when the wind is really strong. It might blow the sand on the beach all around or the dirt, or it might blow things kind of like a tornado sometimes, but they don't happen very much at all. And then an ice storm. Look at that car is frozen. That means that it's raining, but then it freezes right away. That happens in the winter time, right? So these are all kinds of weather that we're going to learn about. So exciting. Well, I can't wait to teach my friends more about weather. You all, by the end of this week, are going to be meteorologists. That is such a big word. Do you know what it means? It means that you are a scientist of the weather. How cool is that? That is so neat. By the end of this week, you're going to be a meteorologist. How special is that? Well, it was so fun to see you, preschool friends, and be in our classroom together. I love you so much, and I miss you with all my heart. I can't wait to give you all a big hug sometime soon. And know that my heart is always with you. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.